Alright, should be all working now. Might have to figure out something to do with the USB stuff. It's been giving me a lot of problems lately. The DC power supply won't ever connect anyway. It used to, now it just stops. It's like, it's got a mind of its own pretty much. Alrighty then. So, as I was saying before I have rebooted, this charging port has been worked on by another store. They've lifted a few pads. We're going to solder down the new port that they gave us. Also, we're going to check the... it looks like those may be soldered actually pretty well. Let's see. They look okay. So the port itself, the new port, looks decent. What's up, Freddy? Alright, so first things first, we're just going to solder the port down, and then we're going to have to make jumpers. So we've got the first and second. The first one's ground, so it's not overly important.
What is it?
Somebody bought a cluster. Yep. Let me send them a message and let them know that what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Alright, so let's get to work on this thing, knock it out fairly quick. So these first two pads here are ground, not overly necessary, so I'm not too worried about those. This pad here and this pad here are actually tied together. So the second one in and this one here are actually tied to these pads here. And they're actually all tied to these pads too. So not a big deal either. This one here is tied to several testing points out here that we can grab from. So I'm going to mark down on a piece of paper just so I can remember which pads are which. And that way when I come back to this, I will know. So we need the second pad in. Seventh pad in. And third pad in. Brandon, yours is still being shipped, buddy. They sent them out at different times. Evidently, they didn't print them all at the same time. So just waiting on it to get here. Alright, so we're going to put a little flux down. And then we're going to line up our little peepholes here. Okay, so that one's lined up. And that one is lined up. So we're going to put down some flux, and we want to go ahead and touch down these first few to make sure that we get it tacked down. Alright, then we'll come to the opposite end and do the same thing. The main concern here is just making sure they're flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and tin all the pads that we have to. We're gonna have to make jumpers to the ones that aren't there, but. What happened to Twitch videos? It should be up right now. I don't know if they're saving though. I don't know why. I have to look into it. You may have to. I always thought Twitch automatically saved them, but maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I noticed that there was no history. I'm not sure why it doesn't save them automatically. Alright, so we've got all those soldered. Now we need to go back and look at which ones are needed. Honestly, a lot of these aren't needed per se. Alright, so the second pad in here and the 7th pad are actually tied together. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and clean off the flux, and I'm going to make a bridge on the actual pad. Since they're all tied together, I'm going to bridge them together that way.
It's going to spill acetone everywhere.
Why don't you do something? That's going to take a while. You ain't going to watch it.
I gotta watch it. Why happens if something pops up on the screen and says, Micah, fix me?
Micah, fix me?
Yeah,
I don't think it'll say that.
It will specifically say
In the
Micah,
Great Pacific.
It'll come up and say, Micah, fix me.
Okay, so once the flux starts to boil off, we can make a bridge here. There we go. Your mom needs activation.
Your mom needs activated.
Alright, so we need to go to the 7th pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to put a bridge between these two.
This white one? White HP?
Yeah, probably. Was it on to-do shelf?
Yeah, it says slow.
Okay, so we got our bridges there. Now the last one is going to be the 3rd pad from the left side. We're going to have to make a jumper wire from here to this pad here. Nothing major, fairly simple stuff, but all necessary. And we're going to put some Captain tape over this so this doesn't short out anything. Larry, I saw you wrote. Let me, as soon as I finish this, I'll write you back. I don't have anything to do after this, so. We've got a bunch of random shit I gotta do. Okay, so we need to go to this pad here. What's up, Yassine? Made some flux there. Okay. Get our jumper made. We've got our bridges made to jump the pads that are missing. Honestly, you probably could leave those off and you'd have the same results, but we'll go ahead and hook them up just in case for some reason they split off somewhere. We know that we are feeding them all. I don't think they do. I don't think there's any split in them, but again, not going to hurt to have the jumper there. Alright, so that's all made. Let's see if the charger acts normally on the DC power supply. What do I use to cut the jumper? An X-Acto knife. You can break them off too if you really want to. You don't have to use X-Acto. Alright, okay, so the amp meter here, as you can see, is bouncing around, which tells us that the charging port is working and TriStar sees it. So I am fairly confident that this one is fixed and ready to go. I don't have the board here, or the frame here, he just brought me the board, so we will call that one done, and we'll put some tape down to make sure that it doesn't short out on anything. We also need to place a piece of tape back here on the bottom. No problem, Amy. Hey, what's up, Richard? But this stream is going to be fairly short today. I've got a bunch of stuff we've got to get done. I'll go through the mail-in and see what we've got that'll be fairly simple. Okay, place down my Captain tape here. Now I'm just going to cut off the excess. Okay. What?
They got so much stuff in here.
Alright, so we got our Captain tape placed down now. It's got all these points blocked off like it was before. We got our Captain tape over the charge port there, so I feel pretty good about that one. It should be good. And we will move on. I haven't called him yet, actually. Wadani actually comes to the stream, so if he shows up, we can ask him. I haven't asked him yet, though. Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream for a minute, and I'm going to get some stuff together that we can do on stream. We'll rename it to a new name. Let's see, we got an S4 data recovery. We got a touch IC. Ugh. Yawns, yawns, yawns. And then we've got Richard stuff. Let's see what Richard sent us. Richard sent us a kilo of cocaine. These are all data recovery. That's what Richard said he was going to send to me anyway. So those are going to be fun. Should be a blast. Some of those I might do on stream. We'll take a look at them. Then we've got some stuff from Lauren I have to look at today. He sent in a, I think it was a 6S Plus or something like that having issues. I have to look and check my messages. Well, it's more than just one phone actually. It's a few phones. Boot loops after baseband revolve. I've had those before. iPhone 6S, something wrong with it. And message me when you're set for this to get the full story. Okay, what the fuck's in here? What shields are in here? What's up, Paul? Alright, so we'll go through those, and then I've got one more. Let's see what this one is. Okay, it's iPhone 5.
Hey fellas,
What's going on?
so what was the problem? Did we have to back it up through Carbonite?
No, it was there. I just had to re-add your account.
We were brilliant.
I'm gonna grab it. It's on the done shelf.
I thank you.
That's
I've
no
been down
problem.
now completely for 2 weeks. If I see all of my saved emails and Word documents and everything that I use for proposals
Yeah.
is all in that computer. Thank you, sir.
There you are, sir.
How much owe you now?
I don't know.
Uh,
Nothing.
nothing.
Why nothing? Because you spent time on it.
I don't
We
know.
spend time on lots of stuff that we don't charge people.
Well, can I buy your lunch one day this week?
If you bring KFC,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that.
that sounds
Are
good.
you serious?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll
I
do
can do
that.
that.
Sounds good, Bobby.
Sounds good to me.
You all like a variety pack?
Whatever.
Chicken?
We
Yeah.
like chicken in general.
So you like the mashed potatoes and the green beans and the
Mhm.
coleslaw and the,
Yes,
and the
sir.
Yeah,
biscuits?
Yes, sir.
All
Honey?
sounds
You
good.
like honey too with your biscuits?
We like honey.
I'll be back to see you.
We will see you then.
I'll be back.
Have a good day, Bobby.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nope,
Seriously.
no problem. Alright, so I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. I'm going to let the stream go completely down because I've noticed if you chop it off and then come right back up, it'll just continue where you left off now, which is a good feature if you lose stream, but it sucks if you're trying to start a separate one. So I'm going to drop it about 5 minutes and then I'll be right back. So be back in a second, people. Don't go anywhere. If you stay in chat, it should come right back up.